everybody, and welcome to the channel Crossing the Spiritual Streams. My name is Tandra, and today we're going to do a tarot pick-a-pile card reading. And today's topic is on what is he or she thinking about you when they think about you. What do they think of when they think about your relationship? What do they think of? That kind of thing. So we're not sure what kind of messages are going to come through, but hopefully it'll be something really cool. I've been having a lot of urge lately to do romance readings, so there must be a lot of really important stuff out there about romance. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I would like to just thank everybody who has come to the channel and subscribed to us, who has watched the videos and give likes and has left comments in the comment section, and all of you who have put a link to the channel on all your different social media accounts so other people can have a chance to check us out. All of those things that you guys do for us really helps out the channel a lot. The channel's been growing very steadily over the last month or so, and it's just highly appreciated. And I just wanted to thank everybody that does that for us. I would like to invite you all to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. And after you've watched your reading, if you like it and feel it deserves it, please give it a thumbs up. Also, please leave us comments in the comment section. Those are very important to us. And if you can, leave a link to the channel in all your different social medias. That's also very important. Okay, if you're unfamiliar with pick-a-pile readings, basically what you do is we have 3 different piles here to choose from. We have pile 1, 2, and 3. So pile 1 here has a heart with peach hearts. Pile 2 has a heart with green hearts. And pile 3 has a heart with pink hearts. Okay, and what you do is you go with your gut instinct, and whichever one's drawing you in the most through your intuition, not so much through eye or color or anything like that, but just which one's drawing you in almost from your navel to the card pile. That's the one you should watch, because that's the one that should have messages for you. This reading is timeless, so whenever you want to cross this reading, there should be messages here for you, because it should have popped up for you to watch because of that. It is possible to be drawn to more than one pile. That does happen sometimes, and when that happens, go ahead and watch both, because there could be messages or a few things in each pile there for you, some things for you. Besides the tarot cards, we do have charms that we're going to be looking at, as well as our oracle spheres. So basically, if you think of a yes or no type of question, we can get an answer for you on that as well. All right, we're going to go ahead and give you some time to reflect on your piles, and then when you're ready, you go directly to your reading. There'll be timestamps in the description, so we'll see you there. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the peach hearts here, we're going to go ahead and remember this reading is on what does he or she think about you and your relationship, and when they think about you, what are the thoughts that come to mind? What are they thinking? Remember, we have the tarot cards, we have our charms, we also have our oracle spheres. So basically, you can think of your yes or no type of question, and you can get an answer to that when the time comes for us to do that. Okay, so let's get into it here, and let's see what kind of messages or thoughts we're going to get. Let's find out what they think. Okay, we have the 9 of Swords. We have the Knight of Swords, or actually it's the page. I always do that. I always say the wrong one. Oh, and then the Queen of Swords. Interesting. Okay. Then we have the 5 of Swords, the Empress card, the 5 of Pentacles, the 6 of Swords. My word. 8 of Swords. I've never seen so many Swords cards in one reading. And the Two of Swords. Wow. Whew. I have never, ever, ever seen so many swords cards in one reading. They were all swords except for two. Wow, that's amazing. Well, what I'm kind of getting from that, just from the fact of that, is I think they think of you as a very unique person, very smart, very intelligent, full of lots of ideas, lots of knowledge. Um, I think they think of you as knowing a lot. That's kind of what I'm getting is no. You're very knowledgeable. They think of you as very intellectual, very spiritual from that point of view. In that, I also think of you as kind of a fair person. I would think of, but also just very innovative. And I think of you as coming up with very creative things, having lots of different things in your mind. Um, Another thing I think they think about your relationship when they think about you is I think they're worried about it. I think they're worried that they're not good enough for you, or that um, you're just too good to be with them, or that um, you have so many thoughts, you're so intelligent, you have so many ideas that you couldn't possibly want to stay with them for a long period or be with them. I think that's something they're worried about in the relationship. I think they're afraid of losing you. I think they're afraid of basically I think that they think that you're better than them, that you're so smart, you're so intuitive, you have so many ideas, you're just so higher above than them. They almost have you up on a pedestal. That's kind of what the Empress is representing here for me. Uh, that they just feel like maybe they're not good enough for you. That that they're worried that you're going to choose somebody else over them. That you won't want to stay in the relationship with them because they're not your equal. Um, that's kind of the vibes I'm getting here. That's what I'm thinking of, is that they're 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 so worried, and they're kind of upset. And this is something I think you can help with. This is something I think you can kind of, don't necessarily come out and say that you know that they're worried about this or anything like that, because I think that might kind of put them on even a little bit more of an uneven keel. But just kind of show them through your actions and your words how much you care about them. If you are, which I believe you guys are, the kind of intelligent person that they see you as and that they think of you as, you kind of have that Gemini, Aquarius, Libra energy. So I think a lot of you guys might have your sun, moon, or rising sign in those signs, or have a lot of planets in those signs in your chart, which gives you guys you guys tend to be more aloof, more flighty. Um, Even though you might care very deeply, you may not show it to your partner or to whoever you're with as easily as other people do. And so, if that is the case, if that is what's going on with you guys, if that's what's happening in your relationship, you're secure, you like them, you love them or want to be with them or whatever, but they may not know that because that's not something that you show very easily. Um, you just deeply know it, and so you go on. You don't worry about it. Um, especially if you're Gemini or Aquarius, especially those two. Um, you guys just have a tendency to be, a little bit more, you have so many ideas on your mind, so many different things that you want to run to, so many things that you care about, that you get deeply involved in your work sometimes, you get deeply involved in the things that you're doing, and you don't always show the affection to your partner that they would like, or that they would normally expect or see. And so I think it's kind of important that you do that for them, that you show them um, how much you care about them, just in small ways. Um, Things to kind of help them feel more secure. We might get some ideas with the charms. I kind of hope we do. But just let them know that you really do care about them and that you feel for them, because they really think of you as, this really higher up person. They think of you as, they almost put you on a pedestal in a way, or think of you as this really special um, person that, like I said, almost out of their reach, almost beyond their reach. And since they think of you that way, it's hard for them sometimes to connect with you on this more ground level, because they do think of you with such high regard and with so many feelings and emotions going on there. Okay, so that's kind of the energy we're getting. I'm going to go ahead and go on to the charms, because I think we might get some ideas there. So let's do that. Yeah, so if we do our charms here, let's it should help with our situation. It should help you maybe figure out some other thoughts that they have, or some ways to deal with what's going on already, that kind of thing. So let's go ahead and do that. Mix them up really good here. Whew, lots of stuff going on. Let's see. A family's love is forever. I do like that, because to me that shows that, if you guys do become a family or you stay a family, it could be a really strong one. We do have the Cupid's arrow. So I do feel like they feel very romantic towards you, or, care about you in that way. So if that was something you all did not know, I think that that's kind of important. We have some more spades cards. We have the Ace of Spades and the Five of Spades. So once again, I think that just shows how strongly they worry about your relationship and they think about your relationship. You do have I love this one here. This is a key, and it's kind of the scepter key. So it's kind of like the key to being a king or queen or upper level. And whenever I see a key in a reading, I think, okay, well, you've got a tool it needs to reach a certain level. And so kind of what I see with that is that you have the key to reach that highest level in your relationship. We do have the Queen of Diamonds here as well. And once again, I see that as the pedestal that they have you on, the higher up that they see you as. We do have a few energies here, very passionate, strong energies here. We have the salamander, we have the dragon, we have the bulldog. All of those to me show how passionate your relationship can be, and how passionately they feel about you as well. And so I think it's kind of important for you to know that. Also, I think they think of you as being a very strong person. We have the young and strong here. All of these swords energies, I kind of see that as well. They see you as being very strong and powerful from that point of view. They also have a little bit of seeing you a little bit. We've got the kitty here, the kind of the that goes along with the Empress card. I kind of see you as, not only do they see you as strong and powerful and even good, like in business and stuff like that, because we do have the wheat penny. And I do think that they think that you have really good ideas and that you're very smart and very talented that way. But I also see they think of you as also being very creative and unique. We have the mermaid and the seahorse, but we also have the drama gloves, we have the guitar. So those are very unique energies, those are very creative energies. So they really see you this way. They just see you like they really, really have great regard for you. They really think a lot about you. when they think about you. It's really incredible. Um, we have the Christmas tree, so they almost think, that having you in their life is almost like, having a wish come true or a dream come true, um, you know, and all that. Um, we do have Saturn. To me, that shows a long-term kind of thing, a long-term relationship, something that takes time and patience. So I see this as maybe a very long-term relationship, something that's either been a long-term already, or it's going to be long-term and it's going to be around for a while. We do have some letters here. We have an R, an A, and an M. Those could be initials. Those could, they spell RAM. They could be other things for you. They could be uh, words that you think of when you see those letters in your mind, that kind of thing. We do have the every journey starts with one step, and we also have uh, the Cancer energy here, which to me that's really cool because Cancer to me, whenever think of Cancer, I think of home life and family, and coming together, and I think that kind of goes along with a family's love is forever. I think that goes along with long-term relationship that we were talking about. I do think that you can form a family with this person. I do think that you can have a very long-term relationship because I think that they think those kind of thoughts when they're with you, that they would love to have that with you. Like I said, though, they are very worried that you would leave them or that you're not good enough for them. So that is something for you to keep in mind. They see you as very strong, very powerful, um, very creative, very intuitive. I also think that they're kind of a creative soul as well. And I think that may be something that you like about them. But that's kind of what I see here. We also have the owl, and I think that just goes along with how much they see you as being intellectual and wise and just so full of new ideas, new innovations, and creative things. Because it's interesting, they think you have a lot of really good knowledge and ideas, but they also think of you as being creative with them or coming up with new ideas, almost like you're an inventor or you're, an entrepreneur from that point of view. And they have great belief in your talents and in your abilities, by the way. And they can help you if those are the kinds of things that you deal with and that you do those things. If you are kind of an inventor or a creator of new things or coming up with new ideas or new ways of doing things, they can help you out with that because they can help. If you tap into the energy that they feel about you with it, they feel very much that you're very good at this and that they have great belief in you, and you can tap into that energy to help you move along. So that's something that's kind of cool, that you can do with. Let's go ahead and go on to our oracle spheres, and that way you can get a question answered. This question could pertain to this reading, or it could be something else that you've been wanting an answer to, something you've been thinking about. There's really no right or wrong way to do that. But basically the way this works is we have 4 different stands here. We have gray, red, purple, and blue. And what we like for you to do is think of a question that has a yes or no type of answer that could be given. Okay, so any question that you would like. Then you pick a stand that you would like your answer to appear on, and we get our answers and we put them on the stands. Other people have found other ways to utilize these that help them make decisions about people or other things as well, or making decisions about whether to move or do other things. Other people found other ways to utilize these, and if you do that, that's great. There's nothing wrong with that. But that, the first way that we originally intended them is that you pick a stand and your answer appears on that stand. So now you've had time to think of your question. We're going to go ahead and get our answers. The number 1 gray is not now. The number 2 red is maybe. The number 3 purple is a yes. And the number 4 blue is a not sure. That might mean the question wasn't very clear, so it was hard to get an answer, or that some things have to play out first before the answer can be given because the answer might change depending on circumstances and what's happened. Okay, well, I think that's all I have for a pile one today because that was the main message that came through for you all. I really hope that that's helpful to you and that you all can do something with it and that you guys have a very wonderful relationship if that's what you want out of this. I really hope that that's in the cards for you guys. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up and leave us comments in the comment section. Share the channel with your friends and family and check out our other videos. We have lots of other videos out there. They're on lots of different topics. Most of them are timeless, so there might be some things out there that have some really good messages for you guys. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. It is free, and if you hit the bell icon, you can be notified of future videos when we come out with those. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here with the reading. We'll see you again in future. May the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the green hearts here, put that off to the side. All right, so remember, this reading is on what do they think about you and your relationship. When they think about you, what are the kinds of things that come to mind? What do they think of? Where are their thoughts at? So that's what this reading is about. We do have our tarot cards. We're also going to be looking at our charms here a little later and our oracle spheres. So you could be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you can get your answer to on that. So don't forget to do that. Also, I just want you all to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so and leave us comments. We love the comments. All right, so let's go and take a look here. Let's see what we've got going. All right, we've got the King of Pentacles. We got the Empress. Oh, we got the Tower. Interesting. Okay. We got the Six of Swords. The Five of Wands. Okay, yeah. See where we're going. The Nine of Swords. The High Priestess. Interesting. The Five of Swords. And the Strength card. Yeah, okay. What I'm getting immediately with this is they feel like you can handle any situation. That they feel like you deal with great change. When crises come up, you just step right in and you instinctively know what to do. And you can handle it. You've got the knowledge to do that you just fix it. Whatever happens to be the problem, you can come up with the solution for it. They also see you as being very strong in that you've gone through some things, you've had different things happen, and that you can just persevere. And they really admire that. They admire your strength. They admire that you can deal with so much change and conflict and hardships. And things like that. They admire that about you. They think that you're very smart with money. They think that you can handle that very well. But they also think, along with that, is they think of you as being a provider. And they also think that you're a very kind person. Very caring, and they admire that about you too because of the things that you have gone through. They feel like it's really awesome that you can still be so caring, and they think of you as being passionate as well. But they see you as being very generous and caring kind of person, and they find that that's really awesome considering what you've gone through. Because most of you guys in this group have gone through some pretty trying times in your life. At least that's the energy that I'm getting here, or at least what they think about when they think about you guys. And they admire your strength to be able to handle all that stuff and still be caring and loving kind of person. They think that that's really cool about you. I'm not sure yet whether or not they feel romantic about you or not. I'm having a little trouble discerning that. So maybe there's some of them that aren't and some that are or not. I'm not sure. I'm hoping the charms might clarify that a little bit, or we might even pull some clarifying cards here, um, which I don't do very often, but I think I might do this time because I'm having a little trouble. Like I said, they admire you. They like you from that point of view. They think of you as being very strong, very caring, kind of person. But I don't know if they feel romantic about you or not. And maybe you don't want them to. You know, maybe that you just wonder if they do. But that's what I'm trying to find out. So let's try to clarify this just a little bit. Do they feel romantic about the person? Okay. I have the Judgment. Not sure yet. Like I said, I think that just goes along with, them feeling intellectually they think about you for sure. And they admire your intellect and they admire your strength. Like I said, I keep getting strength from this a lot. Okay, we do have the Ace of Pentacles. So once again, they think of you as being good at providing, good at dealing with money and finances and earthly things and all that. But I'm still not really feeling whether or not they feel emotional about you or not. We might find out with the charms, but I'm going to try to pick one more card. I think they're being stubborn about this. They're not wanting to let me know whether or not they feel romantic, which is interesting because I get the feeling for a lot of them that they feel very close to you as a friend, but that they may not have romantic feelings for you. And maybe that's why, they're being kind of closed-lipped about the whole thing. So, yeah, we have the Seven of Swords here. So once again, it's all about admiring your skills, your ability to handle situations, your ability to deal with change, your ability to do stuff. They admire that greatly, but I'm not sure that they feel very romantic about you. And if that was what you were hoping for, I'm sorry about that. But they do feel, they like you a lot. They like hanging out with you. They love your passion. They love your energy, strength. Like I said, the strength keeps coming to mind a lot. I get a lot of that. And that means a lot to them. They feel like they can lean on you when they need to. They feel like they can come to you for advice. But I'm not sure they feel romantically attracted to you, or at least not most of you guys. Because that's just not coming through in this reading. So if that was what you were hoping for, I'm really sorry. But I do want you to understand that they do care for you, at least on the friendship level, and that if you wanted it to be more, that's probably not, where it's going to go, but you don't want to give up that really good friendship that you have either, unless it just hurts too much, unless you just love them too much and can't just be close friends with them. And as always, this is always your decision. This is always what's best for you in your life and what's going on with you guys. Because this is just a general reading. Not all messages are going to resonate with everybody. Not everything's going to, work out for everybody in the same way. Okay? So I just wanted to kind of put that out there because I don't want you all to run out and, get rid of a close friend or do something else just because I'm saying I don't think they feel romantic about you. I don't want you guys to go off that way because this is a good relationship for the most part. Like I said, they have great respect for you. They admire you. Like I said, they feel like they can lean on you when there's problems because they do see you as being strong. They feel like you can do that. It's very intriguing how, like I said, strength is the word that comes to mind when I think of what they think of you. If they had to describe you to somebody, that would probably be one of the first words that they would use is strong, because it's one of the first things they think of when they think of you. They think that you're smart. They think that you're business savvy. They think that you're a good provider. You're down to earth. You're sensible. They think of you as being all of those things. Okay, so they have great respect for you. Okay, from that point of view. So that is kind of what I want you to know about that is how much respect they have. They feel like you're a very fair person. They feel like um, you've stayed on an even keel, even though your life has not necessarily stayed that way. Okay, if that message makes any sense to you guys, I hope it does. Let's go ahead and move on to our charms, because we might get some more messages, or we might have some more insight into their feelings about you, and what's going on here. So let's just pull some charms. I'm going to give them a super good mix up here. Okay. Okay, let's see. Interesting. Okay, we got some cards here. Let's take a look at those first. Okay. We've got the 6 and 8 of hearts. Once again, they feel like you're they feel like you're a good provider. They feel like you're a caring person. They feel like you are very with it, very together. That you're not very flappable. Like I said, when crises come up, you're the one that's going to take care of it. You're the one that's going to know how to deal with it, that kind of thing. That's the way they think of you from that point of view. We also have the 9 and the Page of Pentacles. Once again, they see you as being down to earth. They see you as being, like I said, that good provider kind of person. That, person. We have the water in here, so they see you as nurturing, to a certain degree. In that, I keep saying provider. I keep thinking good provider, which is what I got with the grapes here as well. So if you guys have families, or if you're parents, or if you're in some way you're taking care of people, financially or whatever, they see you that way, as being able to do that and take care of them and being a good provider. They see that in you. They do see you as being a very balanced person, having being able to go whichever way the wind blows and whichever way it goes. They kind of almost see you as this lone wolf character, though. And maybe that's why they don't have the romantic feelings for you at the moment, because okay, this is what I'm kind of getting for a lot of this. And so maybe there is hope in the romantic department if they change their thoughts on this. But I see them as feeling like you don't need anybody. That because you are so strong, and you are, the one that comes up with solutions to problems, and you are the person that does this, that that you might not need anybody. That, because you're so good on your own. And so maybe because they think of you as a strong person so much, they're not even thinking about you from the point of view of needing that kind of, connection or romance. So maybe they're just not thinking of you from that point of view. I'm kind of getting. It's interesting how we have a couple of different moon and star charms here. Those to me usually denote some sort of intuition or intellect or other things, but also the moon energy. It's interesting. The moon energy is one of those of, once again, provider, nurturing, mothering. It goes along with the gardening and all of that. So they do see you as a nurturer. They do see you as somebody who comforts people in time of crisis and need. They see you as somebody who can help out with people's problems, and that kind of stuff. So that's really what they're seeing here a lot. They think you're very smart. We have the wise old owl. We do have the elephant as well. And a lot of times when I think of elephants, I think of well, it's interesting too because the dragonfly. Once again, I always think of strength when I think of dragonflies, and I don't know why. Um, I think it's because for as delicate as they are, it's kind of that dichotomy. They should be delicate. They are kind of flittery and all, but yet they're so strong. It's kind of weird, but that's what I think of when I think of dragonflies. But also with elephants, think about how strong an elephant is, but also how family-oriented elephants are as well. But they're also very intelligent, and other things like that. So that's kind of the energies I just keep getting over and over again: is strong, smart, caring, and nurturing. Those are the qualities that they would associate with you. Okay. We do have the fun little playful kitty here, so I do think that they do see you as being kind of fun-loving upon occasion, or even childlike sometimes, with these other charms that we have here. I do think they think of your relationship as being a forever one. Like, they could see being friends with you and close to you forever. So they do see this as kind of a long-term sort of thing. All right, we do have some letters here. We have a K, Z, and an S, a C, and Q. So those could be initials. Those could stand for certain words that come to mind when you see them, or other things. A lot of times with the letters, I'll let you guys kind of deal with those however comes to your head. Like if a word pops into your head, that message is for you. Or if, like I said, if they resonate with you initial-wise, sometimes that does happen. For some people, I bring up somebody's exact initials or something so they know the reading's for them. It's kind of confirmation or whatever. So I let you guys deal with that on your own. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to our oracle spheres. This is your opportunity to get an answer to a question that you might have. Basically, what we'd like you to do is come up with a yes or no type of question. Basically, one that has a yes or no type of answer involved. It can't be an open-ended question. And then we have 4 different stands. We have blue, purple, gray, and red. And you pick which stand you would like your answer to appear on, and we'll get our answers here. Okay, so you need a chance to think of your question, and then we'll get our answers. Other people have found other ways to utilize these, so if you found another unique way to use these, go ahead and do that as well. I encourage that. So let's hope you've had a chance to get your question, and we'll go get our answers. Okay, for blue, we got a yes. For purple, we got a not sure. That can mean the question wasn't very clear, or things have to play out first before the answer can be known. Not now for gray. And a very likely for red. So blue is yes, purple's not sure, gray's not now, and red is very likely. Okay, guys, well, there is the messages we have for you guys for pile 2. I hope you found some useful information here, and some things that you can do something with and strengthen your relationship with this person. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up and leave us comments in the comment section, as well as sharing the channel with your friends and family so that they can check out our videos as well. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. We appreciate that. It's free, and you can hit the bell icon, and you can be notified of future videos whenever we put those out. Alright, guys, we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. Those of you that chose the pink hearts here, put that off to the side. Remember, this reading is on what did they think of you, about you and your relationship. Whenever you come to mind, what are the kind of thoughts that they have? What do they think of? We also have our charms we're going to look at here in a little bit, as well as our oracle spheres. So basically, you could be thinking of a yes or no type of question that you can get an answer to, and we can pull those answers up as we go along. All right, so let's just get right into whatever thoughts they might have and what's going on here. All right, we have the High Priestess. We have the Knight of Coins. We have the Eight of Cups. We have the King of Wands. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Three of Cups. We have the Death card. And we have the Seven of Swords. Okay. Interesting. Wow. There's so many different things going on here. I got a jumble going on in my head that happens every once in a while, so I have to kind of take a minute to kind of sort through it and figure out what the thought is. I think they think lots of different things, first of all. I think that's why there's so much going on in my head. I think they're confused about your relationship. I think they don't know what to think. They're not sure. They're not sure how they feel about you. They're not sure how you feel about them. They're not sure whether it's a good idea to have the relationship or whether it's a bad idea. Yeah, that's the energy. I'm getting lots of confusion. At this moment in time, they're not sure the right path. They're not sure whether this should be a romantic relationship. They're not sure what you think of them. They're not sure how they feel about you. They're not sure if the relationship's even one that should happen or not. They kind of go back and forth on it. They like you as a person. They feel very carefree and around, they feel lots of friendship with you and kinship with you. Here's the thing that I'm getting on this. I feel like the person that you're thinking of, the person that you want to know what their thoughts are, I think they've had some trust issues. I think they have had some problems with relationships in the past. And so they're not super trusting individuals. And they're afraid to trust you. I think they would like to. I think it's kind of in their head of, oh, I really would like to be able to trust this person, but I'm afraid I'll get hurt again. I'm afraid to let go of any kind of passions or energies or thoughts because I'll just get hurt. They'll lie to me. They'll trap me in a bad situation. They'll control me. They'll whatever the situation might be. I feel like they've gone through a lot of this kind of stuff, where either they've been in a relationship where people have been very toxic to them. They either there's some relationships where somebody can get into a relationship and the other partner kind of controls them, and they don't let them go out and see friends. They don't let them go do things. They kind of sort of almost keep them prisoner. They watch their every move. They keep track of their, phone conversations and texts and that kind of stuff. And I feel like this person may have been in a relationship like that in the past. And it could be they've had many relationships that have had issues. This may be a cycle for them. They could be in a relationship or have been in relationships where the person lies to them or steals from them or hurts them in some way like that. Um, Maybe even cheats on them or, any of those kinds of energies. So it's possible they've had that in the past, or both of those things. Uh, so they've had trouble having a good relationship, I think. Um, and so because of that, their thoughts about you are very jumbled and very confused and very chaotic at the moment. They're varying. They would like to be able to trust you. They consider you kind of a friend. They enjoy being around you. Uh, but they're not sure it should go any farther because they're afraid of what would happen if it did because of what they've gone through before. Okay? That's kind of the energy I'm getting here, is that they're very concerned that they're going to be controlled, lied to, trapped, cheated on, those kinds of energies. They would like to have a partnership. They would like to maybe, be in more of it, but they're afraid it's going to be unbalanced and that they're going to come out bad in the end. That they're not going to have, it's not going to be a true partnership. They're worried about that. Okay? Uh, so that's like kind of some interesting messages there. Very unexpected. I didn't expect to get that in a reading. I've never done a reading like this before. I keep trying out new readings and new things, and I'm always very surprised by a lot of the things that come through in the reading. But that's basically what I'm getting with this, is that they're just not sure what to think. They're worried about you controlling them. They're worried about you lying to them. They're worried about you cheating on them. They're worried about you trapping them. But they do have somewhat of a, they do have good feelings about you, and they're confused by that. They're very worried by that. They feel that maybe they're scared. They're afraid to go down that path. They're afraid of going down that. So I really feel like you guys need to kind of walk a little bit on eggshells on this relationship a little bit. You need to be really careful not to spook them away. You need to be careful just to show them friendship. Friendship is very important. I think you need to build this as a friendship more than anything else first, so that they feel like they can trust you. Okay? I feel like that's very important here. I think this might be kind of a new relationship for most of you guys. I don't think this has been going on for super long lengths of time. And that's why these thoughts are still so jumbled for them. They haven't had time to get settled in and comfortable with you yet. Okay? So the message I'm getting, the thing that I think would be helpful here, is to nurture the friendship first so that they know they can trust you. So that they see who you are as a person, so that they see that you're not going to trap them, you're not going to control them, you're not going to lie to them and steal from them and cheat on them and all of those other things that they might be afraid of, or that they're worried about, or that they've had happen to them in the past. You're not going to be this authoritarian figure over them, but you're going to be more of an equal partner with them, or somebody that they can trust. Because I do think they might have some romantic feelings kind of bubbling up under the surface, but they're suppressing them very greatly. And if you would like for this to be a romantic relationship, I think it's possible, but that you have to go very slow and very methodical and very careful. Give them reasons to trust you. Give them reasons not to be swooped away. Okay? That's very important, and I really want you guys to kind of think about that. I do think they like their time they spend with you. I think they, feel very close to you that way. I think they enjoy it. I think, like I said, they might even start feeling a little bit of passionate energies, but they're not letting those come to fruition or bubble up even very strong. Yet they, even if they start to feel a little bit of that spark, they tamp it down or they pretend it doesn't exist or whatever, um, because they're not ready to go there yet. Okay, they're not ready for that. Um, but it is possible that they will be in the future. It is possible that they will be able to do that. Okay, so that's an important message for you guys. That's something good for you to know. I'm hoping that's going to help you guys out a lot. Let's go ahead and move on to our charms because there's not really much else in the cards that's helpful there. But the charms might tell us some more or help clarify it a little bit more. And then we'll go on to our oracle sphere so we can get an answer to our yes or no question as well. Okay? All right. Let's give these a really good mix up here. I feel like what's in my hand. Okay. Wow. That's a lot of charms, guys. I think it just goes with what they think about you. I think they think so many things. I think the charms kind of just are just showing that. There's just so many things they think about you. They do think of you as being a strong person. They are worried about being anchored, though. They're worried about being chained down. That does worry them some. They do want that partnership. They have the sun and the moon here. They would like to have that. And even Gemini, they want to have that closeness, that partnership, that thing. I think it's important for you to have faith right now in the relationship. And let Spirit help you out here as well. Spirit's going to give you some messages on this and help you guide you through this, okay? They're going to give you symbols and strengths and other things like that. We do have a lot of very young energy here. We have the Rudolph, we have Santa Claus, we have the Alice in Wonderland. All of those energies to me show that we also have, the fairy symbol here, which, I think of, Tinkerbell. All those very young energies, I see that as this still is kind of a new relationship and all that, but I also see it as possibly being I'm trying to think of the right word I want to use. Possibly being magical. Alice, kind of went down a Wonderland. Christmas time, you get to, open presents and have wonderful things like that. You do have the love charm here. You've got the heart kitty and you have Cupid. Okay, so this can definitely grow into a very good romantic relationship. But I do think patience is important here. We do have some cards. Let me take a look at those. We do have the Star Kitty, and we have the constellation here. We also have the Wish Upon a Star. We have the star that says Dream. So it's okay to see this relationship or hope that this relationship goes bigger and farther. We have the moon and the stars here. It's okay to wish for that, and it's okay to dream about that. But it's important to take measured steps. We have the ruler. It's important to be careful. It's important to take your time, okay? There is the dragon energy, so there is a passion there. It's a possibility that that passion will, bubble up and come through. So you got to just be patient, okay? Because I do see it as a possibility. I also see we've got the comb and the dress-up shoe here. So I think of, abundance. I think of, high, times, parties, that kind of thing. You also have the love and peace. So once again, love, is in the air or part of the reading. We also have the fox, which, foxes are very smart and intelligent. So I think you need to be kind of foxy with this, kind of, take it, be cunning about it, be careful, think through things before you act and kind of do things. I think it's very important. The sheep energy, I see that as them. I see them as being kind of meek, and kind of being sheep-like just a little bit. We do have the Four of Swords, which to me, once again, that's that resting energy. It's taking time out for things. That's taking your time with this. Don't rush things. Don't push things too fast, too far. Okay. We do have the Five of Wands, so that once again is that new energy, that learning energy. But then we also have the Ten of Diamonds, which the tens are the completion, they're the ultimate happiness, they're reaching ultimate abundance kind of thing. So I do see this as being a very abundant relationship. I feel like you guys can, it can be very fulfilling, okay? So I do see that. You do also have the four-leaf clover, so I think that they think of themselves as being lucky to have you, okay? We do have the musical instrument, and I always think of harmony when I think of that, so I do think this can be a harmonious relationship. I do think you guys can bring that kind of energy to you guys. They do want that, like I said, with the sun and moon here, they do want that kind of relationship because they haven't had it yet, and they do want that. They're just not sure if they can have it with you or not. Okay, so that's where we're going. Now we have lots of letters here. Letters are always interesting because you can do so much with them. I'm going to go ahead and call them out here. We got B-O-U-N-D. So see, I think of bound. So I'm worried about, once again, I think they're worried about being bound up and whatever. So that's one word I thought of when the letters came to me. It's something that came to me. We also have E-A-L-Y W-S-N-O. Okay. I do see soul here, so it's possible that they're your soulmate. It's possible, that you can reach their soul. That's possible. There's lots of letters here. You can make lots of words, so I'm going to go ahead and name them out again and give you guys the opportunity to come up with whatever words come to your mind, because that might be a specific message for you guys. So we have Soulwayso. Okay, so one more time. Soulybondeaw. All right, so there's the letters. You guys can write them down, do whatever, but whatever words come to your mind or whatever pops into your head, sometimes they're initials, sometimes, when there's that many letters, sometimes you can make words and some other specific messages for you guys that might be a message just for you to think of. So I like to let you guys do that as well. Let's go on to our oracle spheres, and that way you've got an opportunity to get an answer to a question that you might have. Whoops. I'll have to pick that up later. We'll grab this one. All right. Basically what we do here is you think of your yes or no type of question. And we have 4 different stands. We have red, silver, purple, and blue. 1, 2, 3, 4. You pick which stand you would like your answer to appear on, and then we go out and get our stands. Okay? So basically, you go ahead and think of your yes or no question that you'd like to get an answer to, and then we will go get our answers. Now remember, the answers need to be like yes, no, maybe, not now, not likely, very likely, things like that. Those are the kind of answers that we get, so that's the kind of question that you need to ask. Other people have found other ways to utilize these, so if you have done so, that's great. Awesome. Go ahead and keep doing that. Whatever works best for you. So let's go ahead and get our answers. All right. Number 1, red, is not now. Number 2, gray is probable. Number 3, purple is not sure. It's interesting. Every reading had a not sure. Usually that means that either the question wasn't very clear or that some things have to play out first before an answer can be given because the outcome might change. And then number 4, blue is maybe. All right, so red is not now, gray is probable, purple's not sure, and blue is maybe. All right, guys. I hope you guys had some messages here that were useful to you and that you could do something with. You know, very much hope that the relationship works out very well for you in the way you would like for it to do so. I very much have been sending that energy out to you guys. So I hope these messages were helpful. Please remember to give the video a thumbs up, share the channel with your friends and family, leave us comments in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. That way you can hit the bell icon and be notified of future videos. Don't forget to check out our other videos on the channel. We have lots of timeless tarot out there on lots of topics, so there might be some messages out there for you right now, just waiting on you to go see them. Alright guys, we look forward to seeing you again in future videos, and may the stars guide your path. Bye bye.